ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజీలో చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్గా చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
Hello my dear students, we have seen that in the previous video about the refraction of light at the plane surface. Today we are going to see that refraction of light at curved surface. Surface is bent already, we have seen in that reflection also, but here only the change is what? There in the reflection we use the mirror, but here we are using the lens we are using. Lens is nothing but it is a medium. A lens is nothing but which is an optical medium which sustains and conducts the light ray through it. We call that as what? As a lens. Lens is nothing but a medium which sustains or conducts a light ray to pass it, then we call it as a medium. Now, in this only, there we are taking the utmost care in explaining you to that from the plane surfaces to that curved surface. There we are very good at loss of refraction at the plane surfaces. Then you can understand the same laws when I take that the lens which contains that a curved surface. How we can get this kind of the curved surface? Then in the liquid it is not possible to get a curved surface on the liquid, and there is something other material also, we cannot bend anything except the solid material. That's why here we are taking that a material, a glass, as the lens, as a conducting material, as a conductive medium to understand this what is that the refraction. Let us see what kind of the changes are there in all this. To understand that, let us first see what are the basic terms. Here we can see that first the basic terms. About these basic terms already we know about this in reflection, but the same here we are using that the same thing with a slight change in this refraction. The first one, let us take this as what? As a pole. Pole is nothing but what? It is a central point which is taken on the curvature of the material. There when we take that the pole, there here we are taking the curvature, there whatever that central point we are taking, the assumed central point, and there we call this as what? As a pole, and which is indicated by the letter P, the center point on the lens. The lens is what? The curve. Next one, the second one we see we have to draw through this only. There we are drawing a line here which is passing through this P and which is dividing this lens into two different parts here. This is that the principal axis which joins that the pole and the center of curvature. This is, we call this as what? As the principal axis. What is that? The line joining pole and the center of curvature. I am sorry, the center of curvature. Principal axis, this is that, and which is passing through that. Then line not only joining the pole and the center of curvature and passing through them. Extensively. Let us go to that. The third point, that is what we know, that is focus. Here we are taking it as what? As F. What is the focus? Focus is a point on principal axis, a point on principal axis through which all light rays converge into light rays, all the light rays they converges, and or we can take that point, or it seems to be divergent, or seems to be diverged, This is that the focus what we can take already, which we have seen in that whatever the rays are existed there when we draw a line like this here, there all these rays which are the parallel beam of rays which are traveling through that, and what happens, they all deviate and travel through a common point. This common point here where it passes, we call this as what? As a focal point. This is the focal point when it travels like this in this point. There is one more, that is what? That is the fourth one. We have to take it as what? Center of curvature. Center of curvature. It is the same like that of the center of curvature. Center.
Myself Sunil Kumar Badal. I have done my BTech from IIT Kanpur. Here at K. Venkanna classes, I teach chemistry. So, right now I know you all are busy with your board exam preparation. But let me ask you a question. Suppose you want to be a cricketer. Who would you choose your coach? A cricketer or a wrestler? Answer is definitely cricketer. So, in the same way here, we are the group of IITians, NITian and doctor. So, if you really want to crack or get a seat into IIT, NIT or any top medical colleges, come here and join us. What are you waiting for? Thank you.
I am sorry, Nana. Here it is called as the center of curvature. C, we have to indicate it as C. Means from where, this is that point where all the normals can drawn. The point through which normals can be drawn, can be drawn to a lens, See that here we are taking this as what? As a lens, a curved surface which has that principal axis, and this is F here, and here we are taking C. From all these here we can draw this line like this. We can draw. These all are not rays of light, but those are what? These all are not here. There we have to take this as what? As a line. Now we can observe very clearly here this all the things and whatever is existed there. This indicates what? This is a surface lines, and it is that center of curvature. Now we can take that, the fifth one, focal length, same like reflection only. Here also we have to take that focal length F. This is the distance between, P and F. Sixth one, there is a radius of curvature, and there also we can take it as capital R. This is what? The distance between P and C, This we can observe. Here these are the basic terms what we have to remember. Basing on these basic terms only, you can understand everything in this refraction of light at curved surfaces. Now let us go to that, what happens when these all the terms we are using in this. If these basic terms are existed, basing on these basic terms, and we are going to study that different types of the refractions which are taking place when the rays are traveling at different angles to the surface. Basing on that only, we are going to study about the rules. Already we have seen that what kind of the rules are existed for a mirror, the curved surfaces of the mirror. In this, the rules also, here also we can follow that same kind of the rules, and with a slight deviation. We have to keep in our mind that in this refraction, while studying about the rules, there we have seen that only the reflection, but here we have to see that refraction. Media's densities we have to remember. Light ray, we know that incident ray, it passes from a source to that what is the plane surface, in what such kind of the plane surfaces whatever we studied in the mirror. But here in the curved surfaces we are studying in this year, it is passing through the different media, and we have to keep such kind of the things in our mind. First thing is what? When the light ray is passing through that curved surfaces, we have to remember that the surfaces are curved. This is the first one. Second one is what? The light ray is passing through that, the two different media. When we keep this in our mind, then we can understand whatever the rules are existed to study this refraction. In this refraction only, to study such kind of the refraction, and whatever that rules we followed for the mirror, and for this kind of the lenses also, we can follow is the same kind of the rules, but with a slight change. In this here, whatever that the basic terms are there, then we follow these all the basic terms with the same kind of the meaning as we used for the mirror. There also, there we use that whatever the focal length is there, this focal length is what? Exactly half of the radius of curvature. Means between P and C, F, capital letter F, the focal point is existed as a midpoint. here also we have to remember in the same way, the same case. And there whatever that radius, this point I will write in your what is that for your understanding. There we can write that focal length is taken as what, r by 2, or r can be taken as 2f. Focal length as r by 2 or r is equal to 2f. Means here these are very much useful in doing the calculation part. This point if you can remember, then we will go for that. The same kind of the rules, how those are applicable for the curved surfaces also. There whatever the rules we followed, here also let us apply in our next video. Thanks for watching, and we see that all of you in the next video.